Good morning. Please excuse me, I got to talk about sales. So much of the time, I've run into so many situations just lately, and this is why I'm thinking about it, where people try to like just bombard me with sales. And listen, I make sales calls. I put out sales communications in my broadcasts, or I mean even these videos. Every once in a while, I'll mention a program that I've got, and then that's completely okay. What I'm talking about are people that the first time they meet you, you're throwing sales at them, and you're telling them about what they need. And in so little of the time we foster relationship in our culture, so little of the time we get to know what other people's needs and desires are. And so really what this morning's video is a plea to you. If you are in business, if you're in real estate investing, if you have something to do with the transfer of money or strong influence in this world, what I'd recommend is that you have a long-term process, a long-term marketing process, a long-term sales process. My belief is that if you do that, you will have better sales in the end. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make some quick sales. How do you make some quick sales? What are some ideas? Well, really, one of the keys to sales is relationship. You find the right network. And if you know the right people, you can sell anything to anybody legitimately, if it's a decent product, right? If it's a valuable product. So what I'd recommend, but again, as you're selling people in your network on what you can do for others, again, work on this relationship, add value to these relationships, give. I was just listening to a podcast that was fantastic. I don't even remember the name of it right now, but it was talking about social media and how social media, everyone thinks that social media is something magical where you just like, oh, you go on social media and you sell stuff. And that's not how it works. Social media is not a sales platform primarily. What it is it's a communication platform. Now, if you already have an ability to talk about yourself and to share your story and to share your company's story and to meet people where they're at, if you've got that background, that base, now social media can present it in a fantastic way. But if you are simply using social media to peddle your wares, that's not going to work as well. So here's the plea with you this morning. What I want you to do is have a long-term process. If you are in for a quick buck, don't get into business. Don't get into business. Great business doesn't happen in 5 minutes. Great business doesn't happen in a couple of months. It takes planning and thought. Now, can you create faster business? Yes, absolutely. You absolutely can. But if you've got zero background in business and sales and in marketing and in an understanding of bringing value to people, it's going to take some time, and that's okay. It's okay to learn. Think about people who get university educations. Doctors take years and years to get their education, lawyers, whoever it is. And it's okay to take a bit of time to learn in your own school of hard knocks, as well as paying mentors and coaches and hiring people to teach you, going to seminars, taking programs. Doing those things is well worth your time and energy. If the average college or university cost, I don't know, minimum $40,000 to go to, if that was the case, then what I'd recommend is spend at least, in 4 years, what I'd recommend is spend at least $40,000 on your own education and grow again your own mindset and your own understanding of business. And then through the process, you're going to have a network. And through the process, you're going to understand sales and people will appreciate your product. And then when it hits the ground, it can look like you hit the ground running, but really you've been preparing for 4 years. So really quickly, I'm going to summarize. I've been all over the place this morning. I'm going to summarize with saying this. Have the long-term view with sales. Don't peddle your wares. Don't overwhelm people with just like, buy this, buy this, buy this. It can work. I've seen it work on me. I've seen it work with the people around me. Long-term, you will not have as many relationships that you value. And that's something that I love about business, is that the relationships that I've developed with other people are long-term relationships. I've got friendships all across the country that I didn't have before. I was really isolated on so many levels. And now I've got people that care about me and I care about them, and we invest in each other. And that all happens with a long-term goal, not a short-term goal. As you are selling, as you're thinking about your business, have a long-term strategy in mind, and things will probably end up fine. Enjoy your day. You've got this.